In the realm of relationships, understanding the subtle signs that indicate emotional investment can be a game changer. Often we look for grand gestures or obvious signs that someone cares. But there are quieter, more nuanced cues that can reveal the depth of someone's feelings. Today, we're diving deep into female psychology to understand one of the most telling signs that a woman is emotionally invested in you. It's subtle, often overlooked, but when she tells you this, she's truly engaged in the relationship. So, what is it, the phrase you're looking for? The hidden gem of emotional communication is when a woman says, "I'm worried about you." Simple, right? It's not about her making you feel bad or being overly controlling. It's about genuine concern for your well-being. But why does this matter so much? Let's break it down first. When a woman expresses worry about you, it's a sign that she's emotionally invested because she is thinking about you beyond surface-level interactions. It shows that she cares enough to consider how your day went, how you're feeling, and what challenges you might be facing. It goes beyond the typical "how was your day?" This phrase is more intimate, more personal, and it reveals that her mind is occupied with you on a deeper emotional level now. Why is this important? Because worry often stems from the desire to protect. She's not just thinking about you. She's feeling emotionally connected enough to worry if things are not going well in your life. She wants to be part of your journey, to share in your highs and lows. And most importantly, she wants to support you through them. This kind of emotional investment doesn't come easily. It takes time, trust, and mutual respect to build. Women typically don't open up and express concern unless they've developed a genuine emotional bond. And when she's worried about you, it means she's actively engaged in the relationship. She's invested in your happiness and well-being, which is a clear indicator that she's thinking about a future with you, not just a temporary fling. But let's not stop there. The way she expresses this concern is equally significant. If she asks questions like, "Are you eating well?" or "Have you been sleeping enough?" or even "Are you taking care of yourself?" it shows a deeper level of care. These aren't just casual questions. They are signs of her wanting to nurture you. She is thinking about the small details that affect your mental and physical health. That's a clear indication of emotional investment. It's also worth noting that this type of concern often comes with a sense of vulnerability on her part. When a woman expresses worry, she's opening up her emotional space to you. She's letting you in on a part of herself that is emotionally invested, a part that feels a deep sense of attachment and care. It's not just about you anymore. It's about the connection between you two. And here's the kicker. When a woman says, "I'm worried about you," it shows that she's thinking about your relationship. She's not just concerned with the now, but with the long term. She's considering the bigger picture, how both of you fit into it, and what your shared future might look like. It's an expression of deep emotional connection and the desire for that bond to last. But why is this so hard to notice sometimes? The reason is simple. It's subtle. Women typically won't shout their feelings from the rooftops, and they definitely won't express them in a way that feels overly demanding. This kind of emotional investment is often woven into the fabric of everyday conversations. So unless you're attuned to the subtleties of emotional language, you might miss it. So, what should you do when you hear these words? The best response is not to dismiss her concern or brush it off as being overly dramatic. Instead, take a moment to acknowledge her feelings. Show gratitude for her care and respond with openness. You don't need to over-explain or offer grand gestures. Simply sharing a piece of your world with her will deepen the emotional connection. Let her know that you appreciate her concern and assure her that you're okay. Or if you're not, be honest about it. Vulnerability works both ways, and when you show that you can be open, it will encourage her to share even more of herself with you in the end. When a woman says, "I'm worried about you," it's not just a throwaway line. It's a meaningful, an expression of emotional investment, a way for her to communicate that she cares, she's thinking about you, and that she values the relationship enough to express concern for your well-being. It's a clear signal that she's emotionally invested. And if you're lucky enough to hear it, it's something to cherish. So, the next time a woman tells you she's worried about you, don't just hear it as a simple phrase. Recognize it as a symbol of her emotional investment and the bond that's forming between you two. It's a sign of deeper connection. and it's something to be appreciated, nurtured, and honored as we continue exploring the hidden female psychology behind emotional investment. Let's dive deeper into another crucial aspect. When a woman is emotionally invested, her actions speak louder than words. Yes, the phrase "I'm worried about you" is significant. But what she does when you're going through tough times is just as telling. Imagine you're having a difficult day at work, or you're feeling down about something in your personal life. Now, pay close attention to how she reacts. If she's truly emotionally invested, she won't just give you a quick "hope you feel better" and leave it at that. She will take the time to show up for you, to listen, and to offer support, even if it's just through a simple gesture of kindness. For example, when a woman brings you your favorite snack after a rough day, she takes the time to ask, "How can I help?" or even just offers a comforting hug. It shows that she's not just offering concern in words, but in action. As well, these are the small acts that signal a deep emotional commitment. They show that she's paying attention to your needs and is willing to make an effort to improve your mood or situation, but beyond the acts of kindness. Another powerful indicator of emotional investment comes in the form of loyalty. Loyalty is often one of the most important pillars of a relationship. It's not just about sticking around during the good times. It's about showing up when things get tough. A woman who is emotionally invested will stand by you through challenges. Whether they involve personal struggles, work problems, or even disagreements within the relationship. She won't shy away from the difficult moments, but will work with you to navigate through them. This loyalty is also reflected in how she supports your dreams and ambitions. If she is emotionally invested, she will not only support you when things are difficult, but also champion you in your successes. She'll encourage you to reach your goals, help you overcome obstacles, and celebrate your achievements with genuine excitement. This kind of investment is rooted in her belief in your potential and her desire to see you succeed, both individually and together as a couple. And speaking of success, another sign that she's emotionally invested is when she makes plans for the future that include you. This isn't about the occasional mention of someday or vague comments about the future. No, when a woman is truly emotionally invested, she'll be talking about real plans, things like trips, shared goals, and future milestones. She might mention how excited she is about moving in together, starting a family, or even just taking a vacation to a place you've both dreamed of. These plans aren't just about what's next. They are an expression of her commitment to a long-term partnership now. Let's pause and think about something important. Emotional investment in a relationship isn't something that happens overnight. It's built over time, layer by layer. It's about trust, shared experiences, and growing together as individuals, while building a life as a couple. Emotional investment requires vulnerability, openness, and a willingness to engage fully in the connection you share with each other. And when a woman expresses this, it's a beautiful thing to witness, however. It's important to note that emotional investment goes both ways. If you want to truly connect with her and foster a deeper bond, you need to be equally emotionally available. Emotional investment requires reciprocity. It's not about one person giving and the other merely receiving. To truly nurture the relationship, both partners must engage in a shared emotional exchange. When both people are equally invested, the relationship has a strong foundation that can weather any storm. So, when you hear her say, "I'm worried about you," or when you notice the little things she does to show she cares, take a moment to recognize that it's not just about concern for the moment. It's a reflection of a much deeper emotional connection that is unfolding. She's letting you into her heart, showing that she cares deeply about you. She wants to continue building that emotional bridge between you two. In conclusion, understanding the hidden psychology behind female emotional investment is all about recognizing these subtle signs, whether they're in her words, her actions, or her plans for the future. When a woman is emotionally invested, she won't just say it, she'll show it in countless ways. And if you're fortunate enough to be on the receiving end of that investment, it's something to cherish and nurture, because emotional investment is one of the most powerful and lasting elements of any successful relationship. So, remember, the next time she tells you she's worried about you, or shows up for you in ways that go beyond words, don't take it for granted. It's a clear sign that she is emotionally invested, and that's something truly special. Take the time to recognize it, appreciate it, and reciprocate it in ways that deepen the bond you share. In doing so, you'll create a relationship built on trust, emotional depth, and mutual care.